So in the last video, we talked about all the generator problems we were having. Well, soon after we put that video out, we got the red generator working. So the white generator, we called around to a couple people to get them to maybe come out and take a look at it, diagnose it. But the first people that we called, which were the Premier Service Center from the builders, that guy was just taking off work for 3 months. So I called someone else who seemed to specialize on marine diesel generators. They were booked out for about 3 weeks. So I said, okay, yeah, that's no problem. So let's just get on the books then. And they said, yeah, we really don't want to commit that this. So I'm like, okay, you don't want to commit. All right, so how about we just get something soft in on the books then? Yeah, with the manpower and guys taking vacation, and we really don't want to commit. They didn't want the business. There's a marine company out there that's so busy, the 3 weeks booked out, and they don't even want your business. Get that. And the other guy's just taking 3 months off. Get that. So the only real option we had to do was to pretty much take it to the next closest Premier service station from the builder, NextGen. So we took it to Fort Lauderdale. We took the generator out, which weighs about 160 pounds, and trucked it to Fort Lauderdale and dropped it off, where they gave me a tour of the center. And my goal was pretty much to have them go through, replace everything that coulda, shoulda, woulda been problematic, so we don't have issues with the generator before. You know, I was this close to just getting a new one, but I said I'll have them go through it. And it's one of the few times where, you know, you don't even have a budget. Whatever happens, happens. Well, they get it. They were very confident they were going to get it going. They called me a couple days later, said that, you know, they're about 3 hours into working into it. They found the issue. A sensor needed to be replaced. It's a sensor that I had paid for 2 months ago that I had to special order. It took 4 to 6 weeks to get in, and the person that I ordered it from were never to be heard of again, despite making phone calls and whatnot, because they don't stock them. It had to be custom built. Where these people were able to source the sensor from the builder in a matter of 2 days, get it in, and they said, all right, this is your problem. Do you want us to proceed with the generator? We're about 3 hours worth of labor in. I said, absolutely. So I don't know, a week and a half or something later, they were all done with the generator. They replaced the sensor, and the bill's now $1,500. I'm like, oh man, what else did you do? We replaced that sensor, you know? We replaced the hell out of that sensor, actually.
But they broke a switch that was previously working, and then spent some time trying to figure out the switch, I guess. Yeah, they broke a $150 switch in the process. But let me tell you, they replaced that sensor. So me just going back and forth trying to figure out what happened. It took the extra 10 hours of labor or whatever it took them to rig up a fuel system and rig up a way to test the power output. Yada yada yada, blah 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 blah. We got robbed. And so we realized that we got robbed, and if we ever want our generator back, we pretty much need to just pay the money, shut up, and be happy. So we went there, we retrieved our generator, and the people were even laughing and joking and happy. They're nice people. If you're going to be robbed by somebody, you would hope that they're at least nice to you. They thought they did us well, actually.
They really did, and they were so satisfied with what they did that they even asked if they can come down and stay with us during Fantasy Fest. Well, the answer is absolutely not. Not unless we get this generator working. This is the platform that this generator sits on, and it goes back in there, goes right back there. Alright, so I just finished hooking up the white generator, as you can see right behind me right here. So now it's time to test it and see if it works. If it does, this will pretty much be the first time that we've had 2 working generators since we've even owned the boat. So this is going to be a big historic moment for Rumhaven if everything works out. So let's get her started, or let's try to start her. So I didn't hear the fuel pump engaging, so I'm currently jumping the wires so that I can run the fuel pump for about 2 minutes or so, just to kind of get all of the air out of the system and get the system primed up so that she cranks and starts hopefully. So this is actually our first time ever anchoring with this boat after having it for, we had it like a year and a half or something like that. So we're just kind of getting the hose set up to rinse off the anchor chain as we pull it back up. There is a hose in here right now, but it looks kind of old. Probably you got to bring the camera in here. The handle's broken off and it's stuck under the anchor chain, as you can see. So this is our old hose from Fort Myers Beach. It was right on the, yeah, it was pretty much on the, like, needing to be replaced. You can look at it and see that it's seen better days. But we're just gonna retire her to be an anchor rinse down.
Anchor hose. Clearly they didn't use that black strap that you're supposed to use to keep the anchor chain from coiling on top of
Oh yeah,
your
we could.
hose.
It's at least it's screwed in there, so we could just replace it with something. And we just got that new snap kit
New snaps.
where we fixed our snaps. So we'll just add this to the snap list.
And maybe if we anchor out and deeper, it'll be enough chain out that we can get that old one out of there, that old hose.
Yeah, that's true. But for the time being, I just kind of looped the hose right on top of the thing like that.
It works.
We should be good. Water works. We tested it already. So this was just super duper last minute makeshift. We forgot we didn't have anything and forgot that the boat didn't have anything for it and we didn't buy it. So we just attached 2 dock lines to a really strong, really expensive clip and tied them off to the cleats. So we got a little bit of slack in the chain. I don't really know how much you're supposed to have. I'll research that and probably make my own bridle, but it seems to be doing the job. Don't get tangled up down there, Fender.
Yeah, there he is. I had a hard time hooking because it was like flipped up on itself, so I just had to like get that out the way first. And then that stupid hook is so fat, yellow piece broke the loose. I knew that was gonna happen.
Oh, it had a yellow piece on it?
Yeah, but it gets so stuck in there by the time you hook a line through it, you know? It's like impossible to get out of there. That's the hardest part, I think. You got the keys too?
Sure don't.
That would just be a round trip then. If you want, I just put them on the thing.
Huh. My chariot awaits. Thankfully, we're about to shower because I'm getting soaked.
Switching the paddle's a little challenging.
Well, if you whap me, you whap me. If he dies, he dies. Oh, wait. FWC would eat this up right now because ain't a damn life jacket. Ain't a life jacket on this paddleboard.
We got 3 on that boat.
It's just, our life jackets are right there. Just right there. Oh man, this is good. This is fun. What do you think?
Yeah. It's a good leg workout. Alright, duck.
Wait, nobody said anything about working out. Hey, look, it's our asshole friend over there. I won't show you guys what he looks like. Uh-oh.
I think about this part. We over overran.
You thought it was like a big magnet, it would suck us in. Go other way. Yeah, there we go. Oh. Oof. Yeah, it doesn't help that it's moving too. Like, should have just ran right to the side. I don't know how we got over here. I guess I'll let you finish the voyage. You start what you finished. Oh, I guess I have to unlock it.
You can wait till the wave's gone if you want. Oh god.